Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Stick around. Okay, let me just start by freaking out. Oh my goodness. I am so proud of J.A. Bayona. For those of you who don't know, he's my favorite director. He directed A Monster Calls and The Impossible, which are and as well as some other horror films, which are literally, those films are two of my favorite movies of all time. A Monster Calls is my favorite book of all time, and Impossible is in my top 3 favorite movies of all time, and I can't even I'm so happy for him getting this blockbuster, and he just knocked it out of the park. I want him to do a superhero movie right now. Please, Marvel, pick him up. Please. Oh my gosh, I can't even express how much artistic, it's so, and I will go in so much depth in my spoiler review about particular shots that I loved, but his camera movement and his framing and the lighting and the composition of everything, it was just so beautiful. And I was just freaking out the whole time because I was like, yes, no other director would do that. That is a J.A. Bayona thing. And it's just, and I could totally, there were so many homages to the original Jurassic Park movies and then to Jurassic World as well. And there was that flipped car, and I was like, I know exactly what flipped car that was because it was from Jurassic Park. And then there was the gift shop from Jurassic World, and it was just like little things that were in the background or just sprinkled for settings throughout scenes, and it was just like, oh my gosh, there's so much history on this island, and it was so amazing. So I needed to start with that I just think J.A. Bayona did an amazing job, and that I just loved watching this movie so much. Okay, now before I continue, let me just apologize for 2 things. One, actually many things. Okay. One, I'm not inside because I don't have access to the basement at the moment, and therefore I cannot make my reviews in my normal spot. So I'm in my backyard, and it's also a little bit chilly because it's cold out today and it's rainy out today. Luckily it's not raining right now, and there's gunshots happening like a mile away or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't like to hear that, frankly, but it's there, so we're gonna deal with it. Also, there's this thing right here that you see. Yes, that is a cushion for some of our, actually that chair right there. So I apologize for the setting and if the audio's absolutely terrible. I just don't have access to everything I normally use at the moment, so I'm just filming on my phone with some laptop notes right here. And I also have to go to work in less than an hour, so this is gonna be rushed. Okay, but anyway, let's just move on. So this is no spoilers at all, but if you've seen Jurassic Park movies before, you kind of get how they're set up and how they go about, and it definitely had all of that flavor. It's its roots for Jurassic movies to be like that, and I personally I think it's awesome. And it's actually very interesting to see how they took that and then the original roots of park, dinosaurs get out, people are in danger, all this, the typical storyline, and they just made it so much more interesting with new settings, new characters, new motivations, it's so good. And then the same themes from every other movie are continued, and Jeff Goldblum continues to scream in everyone's faces, don't let these dinosaurs just you reversed, man, you just reversed history. Congrats, because now you have this. Again, the themes are continued, and showed and demonstrated in such new and exciting ways with new locations. The dinosaurs that I loved ended up being, obviously there were ups and downs for everything in this movie, but I was so happy with the ending of this movie. So happy, and I will be making a video about what is next. And I know I said I'm going to do that for The Incredibles 2. I'm also going to do that for The Incredibles 2, but I've been working 12-hour days every single day, and so I haven't exactly had time, so I apologize. But yeah, oh my goodness, it was just, it's so exciting, and just all these new characters and homages to the old ones, and some old ones come back, and then there's Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and they just kill it. And it's just, the screenplay was very informative, and it was well done. The cinematography was beautiful. I just don't even know what to say other than the fact that I think you guys will love this movie. If you guys like the Jurassic Park movies, if you liked Jurassic World, if you like the horror aspects of those movies, the jump scares in particular, I think you'll really like this movie. As you guys know from my Halloween trailer reaction, jump scares always get me. Horror it just strikes me deep, and because I have just an overactive imagination. The jump scares in this movie were so well done, and they reminded me so much of the first Jurassic Park. I'm just so happy. It's just the perfect amount of scary, the perfect amount of exciting, and the perfect amount of awe. You know, like there's something that will never get old about seeing dinosaurs. Sometimes, honestly, I forget that they aren't real. Obviously, dinosaurs existed at one point, but they don't anymore, or so we think. And it's just, they continue to just do new things with these dinosaurs, and it never gets old. Like, some things that I would have never thought of, and they're just so brilliant. Like, this interaction, whoa. And it's just so well orchestrated, and I really think you'll have a good time at the movies seeing this. And on that note, I saw this in Dolby 2D. This was my first time in a Dolby theater because they just introduced one to my hometown. Well, not my hometown, the place I go to the theater, which is outside of my hometown. But anyway, normally I went to IMAX for like high quality sound and vision and everything, but wow, Dolby, I highly recommend Dolby. Oh my goodness. And also the screen is a little bit far away from the first rows, so back of the theater might be a little bit too far away for some of you. It was a little bit too far away from me. I wasn't in the back. I was kind of in like the top of the middle. And I personally like to be close. I like to be middle, but it depends on where the screen is. I like to be close enough that I'm engrossed in the movie, but far enough away that I don't have to turn my head to see different parts of the screen. That's my criteria, because I want it to be, and the sound's always the best in the middle too. It's just, I used to be a back row kind of person, and then I realized, wow, the middle is the place to be, because otherwise it's like you could just be watching this on your TV. It's like the same size, distance-wise, away from you. But yeah, that's not important. Anyway, I highly recommend seeing this movie in IMAX or Dolby if you have it. I don't know if it needs 3D because I don't like to see movies in 3D. I have glasses that I wear when I go to movies, and I don't want to wear 2 pairs of glasses, so I don't see 3D movies anymore. It just makes me dizzy. But let me know in the comments below, or let each other know if you've seen this movie and you think 3D is a good option. I think some parts of it would be amazing in 3D, but as a whole, there wasn't any shot where I was like, wow, that in 3D would be crazy. At least not that I wasn't really thinking about it. But yeah, I think you guys would just have a fun time going to see this movie with your family. Same with Incredibles 2, but this is like a step up in terms of family movie. This is obviously very different. It's a very different movie-going experience, but it's Jurassic, you know? It's just like, it's same with those other movies. Like, it's just, they have a certain style and charm to them, and this movie does not lack in it. So if you liked those movies, I think you'll like this movie a lot. I hope this review helped. You can head on over, hopefully right after you watch this, and check out my spoiler review for this movie, because I'm going to go crazy talking about shots that I liked and characters that were just blah, and all of that, and also try and keep that one quick as well. I'm gonna have to edit this down because I have to go. Until next time, have a good day, everyone.